Hello and welcome to today's podcast. Broadcast, that's what I was meant to say. I've got a started charcoal sketch, more drawing in a British accent. I've started this drawing references, got a new setup, lovely, arranged and accessible. I've got my but up is going to my little station on my. I've got a little tin can full of stuff. I have my turpentine, paints, and I have my drawing desk. Yeah, this is a piece that seems not going great. Say it does very much off compared to the reference itself, but happy to continue it. See where we go. I've actually got it set up quite reference on the reference on the screen. There's a screen here. You guys will everything. Love to show. Make a video on this. Got this. Ooh, paradox. That's cool. Got this right next to it and remind me to. Hopefully you can hear me well. I do need to check that. I might be a little bit. Let me double check. I am a one-man team here. I want to make sure everything's good before we get going. And for those of you watching this as a video in itself, I do really apologize, but do skip ahead a little bit just so you can actually enjoy the drawing and its sketching. Oh. A little bit quieter because I've turned down the gain just to make sure the mic's not going to be exploding. I've got it right next to me. Anyway, enough wasting. It's best we get into the action. Drawing. Sketching. The reference I have is a little bit small. I have to. Sorry, I'll get it up next to. Got it at full res. Able to. Sticky but apologize. Every time I think I've got the stream set up exactly how I want it, I end up having to change things. Got the reference right next to me. I need it. Finally. We can start sculpting. I'm using a lovely charcoal today. Learning this medium, it's a It's a great medium. Definitely one you want to out for. Not easy to use, but it's great to learn with. So you get a charcoal pencil, you get a block of great practice. I've been following what's the got to check how to pronounce their lessons. A lot of studying, with charcoal, pencil, rather than paints because paints are expensive. Charcoal and paper is pretty damn cheap. Whole concept. By learning to draw in this specific way, learn to paint, and the transition will be hectic. Tota mucho. Kind of blocking it. I want to spend too much time on them. Got portion. Our charcoals. Actually, it is a hard thing to use. It is a fantastic. Graphite is definitely a lot easier. Looking for something controllable. I don't know what the word is. Kind of just taking my time and grab all the information. Beginning stages, I'm trying to, rather than actually fade it in, I'm trying to just go. Good way for paint. This. These are very gradual. Lips. I always have issues. Often hit me. Stop me. Oh no, they turn out pretty good. There's a very smooth transition. Do that with the forwards here. A little bit. Erase some of it. If anyone is wondering, I'm using Conte A Paris 2B charcoal. I notice I'm getting a little bit of latency. Shouldn't be any latency. So yeah, to this. Using the overhand technique, holding the pencil. Again, is a concept that I wasn't really aware of. Um, my own sort of half drawing and always used to doing this because obviously it's natural. You write this way, so you. But in reality, this feels a lot more natural after you start doing it. You'll feel weird because weird. But this drawing like the pencil, very very. I don't know. I guess I tend to. I do love this new style. Just filling in. Go around here. Oh, I don't want to. Damn camera. Sorry. Go a little bit more detail here. So I'm going back to this grip just to get a little. You go and adjust as you go through the journey of this. Something that you feel, something that you overall. I would highly recommend this grip to everyone. I made sure that people the latest challenge on our Discord, getting to put the link in. Um, description. Again, to put that in there. On our Discord, I set a challenge portrait. It was the one I did in the previous stream. Any of you here are watching the video afterwards, I do recommend you check it out. I think drawing in the it did come out really well, but I recommended that everyone use this technique, holding the pencil this way. It helped a lot of people out. And I do realize that we're not doing a great job with getting the drawing to look exactly like the reference that we have. That's why I'm doing the practice. Exactly. No way I'll be able to portrait. And that's something we all need to process. The steps that we take, it take a damn long time. Things don't happen overnight. Becoming a wonderful, talented artist takes such a long time. I've been doing it for majority of my life, like 16 plus years. Been doing this. I'm still only at this level. I know that I'm gonna get further, but I've got to keep doing it. Practice coming in. keep learning new techniques. And the most important thing is I've got to get a mentor, someone that can guide me along and right. Start getting someone to my work, and what am I doing wrong, what I'm doing right. And once I get access to that and I learn the way, I will be the one doing my goal with a way to teach people what I'm learning. Right now, my goal is to that process if possible. I think it's great to share this stuff with people. The community, I love our Discord. I was essentially there to do, trying to learn how to draw, trying to learn how to be great artists. So that's the whole point of all of this. I'm gonna sharpen pencil a little bit. I like having a nice point on it. Sorry if this is extremely loud on the microphone. I have no idea if that's being picked up a lot. Try not to spill. Charcoal all over my. That's the great thing about this material. It's get it off. Anyone wondering, the way I sharpen this is I use a piece of sandpaper. This one is 180 grit, I believe, and I go like this. So this is how I recommend you sharpen your pencils. For anything, you can do this for charcoal, you can do this for graphite. Obviously, when you're done, you get a paper towel or a piece of tissue. Grab that. You can do the exact same graphite pencils. A couple. What I've been doing. A 2B pencil here that's done the same thing. Got this lovely lead holder, done the same thing. Can't wait to draw with this. Wondering whether to do it today, but lovely, great way to sharpen it as well. Because the only other way of sharpening, there's a built-in sharpener at the back, which I'm not extremely happy with how that works. But sandpaper is getting this. I'm not the biggest fan of how this is. Definitely worse than anything like like the reference up there. I'm gonna try to painting with charcoal is a little tougher than some details, little touches. More, I'm not going as dark as I can yet. That's for later. Going to work our way portion much darker. Another thing I found out recently, you're doing this shading. The way I used to shade, I would get it and I'll do this. So obviously do this back and forth, but in reality I learned that it's a lot better that if this, so when you're shading, so it's all in a consistent stroke. You, rather than doing back and forth, you go one up and off the paper, up to the top, and slide down again. That's technically how you shade. It gives you a much more consistent line. Does make it look a little better. And as we know with a lot of things in life, small things, details like this, are often what actually I don't feel as confident with judge that. At the moment I'm gonna try and put like the kind of middle values in. I have something to go off of. Lips, the bottom lip. A mistake I've been doing here is not looking model enough. Getting similarity on the picture, what I've actually struggled with most. Completely nothing like. Down her face on the side. I'm gonna write down second. I'm gonna restart it.